Hello and welcome once again to another quick Blender tutorial. It's been quite a while and I'm glad to be back once again. Now, today, as you may have seen on the thumbnail, it's a quick tutorial on how to do camera shakes for animation. If you, It's a bit of a camera tricks that you can implement into your animations or whatever project you're working on. Now, over here is a small project I was working on, and basically, we want to, rather than just have a still camera viewing this, we can actually create camera shakes where it kind of gives you the effect of being held by the hand over being held by a tripod. So it's a very quick tutorial, and let's get started. So for for this, I'm gonna just get a very good angle to just keep my camera, and over here at align view, align active camera to view. So okay, I think it's clipped off a bit of this area. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back, lock the camera to view so I can go back a bit and just have everything in perspective. What I'll do is I would want to keep the focal length at maybe 30. Yeah, okay, or maybe I'll hit it at 35. Yeah, this is a good view. Now, the way that we do this is actually once we have the camera selected, we will have to go to item, and the way that this works is we have to, you know, create an animation where it will, randomly be moving the values of the rotation in separate keyframes. So to give you the effect of having the camera, not being stationary. So with this, the camera selected, I will hit I, and it will come up with the option of insert keyframes. So I'll click on rotation, and we have the rotation properties now, keyframed, and that's first and foremost. Yeah, lest I forget, we must be at the first. Oops, sorry. Let me undo what I just did. Move it to frame 1, then do rotation again. Now we have set the properties for the rotation on the camera to have that effect. So to implement the shaky effect, what we're going to do is we'll go to the graph editor, and over here we'll hit the output properties. So we would come over to modifiers. Now the way this works is it applies a noise modifier to the rotational properties that we've keyframed, and it will randomly give you the shaky effect. So we come to add modifier, then we come to noise. Now I would have to zoom out to see which property has been given this effect. Now, even though we've selected all three, you can actually see that amongst these colors, we have the red for the X, green for the Y, and blue for the Z. So currently it's affecting the X X rotational property. Now, if we hit on spacebar, this is what happens. So you can actually see it's really moving up and down, but this is very, 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 how do I put it? too violent. So the way we play around with these properties is just with the strength, we can actually reduce it all the way to, let's say, 0.05. So it kind of like now smoothing. So you can actually see the bumps, but it's too erratic and too quick. The way to smoothen that out a bit more is to increase the scale. Oh, so let's say we hit on 40, and you can actually see it gives you a much more smoother, rotational property. And it can not only be affected on the x-axis, we can also apply it to both the y and the z-axis to get much more rotational, get the noise effects or the shaky effects on all properties. Now what we do is we come over to the y-axis and hit the noise, and now let's just play it and see how it looks like. So just like how we did the x-axis, we can also smoothen out the y, and then we're going to get also a much more convincing camera shake. So just stop by hitting the spacebar, reduce this. I'll give it a different value. Let's say 0.03, and let's just see how it looks like. Now also we can increase the scale also to, let's say, maybe 60, and let's see how it also looks like. So you get the really nice effect of the camera being not stationary. So whilst but this is only for animations. Like if you want to do some quick animations of your shots, then this is a very good effect you can apply to your camera, and then be able to get a pretty much realistic, real life look on handheld cameras. So lastly, I'll just try out the Z, add a modifier, the noise. So it's shaking really, really hard. So we can actually edit the properties as it's really just doing the camera as it's playing back. So 0 point, let's say 5. Okay, too shaky. 0.1. And whilst doing so, we can increase the scale to, let's say, 30, or we can hit this to 70. And maybe we can hit this back at, let me just give it a 0.05. So now maybe just switch over there. Okay, so at least it gives you a quick overview. So this is just a quick tutorial on how to add camera shakes to your scenes, and it's a pretty very 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 cool effect you can add to your animations. So I'll catch you in the next video. I think I'll handle 1 or 2 more videos on camera effects, so expect them within this coming week. And like the video, subscribe also. We'll be providing more content along the way. Thank you and have a good day.